Oh man, I'm an idiot. I forgot that I actually have enough money to buy a tier 1 book. The books are how you get all your ability. In fact, I could buy a tier 2 book. They're only 25 gold. They're silver. I keep saying gold. The name of the game is Silver Mine. It's even on my screen. Okay, so you can see here that this is how you get your abilities. And what I should have done right when I got to town was purchase the tier 1 ability Trader, because that right there, it just affects the prices for all eternity. So obviously I am not a smart man. However, I'm even dumber than that because I have 25 silver left. I could buy a tier 2 book, and the only tier 1 books appear to be Trader and Flee Combat. And as nice as that is, I'm too stubborn to ever flee combat. And look what is a might skill at tier 2. I could have 3 opportunities to use giant strength that would last an entire turn, which would essentially be an entire combat, assuming I attack the enemy, I presume, right? Like on my turn, I could use that item or with that knowledge or flex my muscles or whatever it is. So that's super cool. I also feel like I would never remember that I'd pay less, but it would also make, what did I pay? $6 for all of these torches. No, I paid $12 for these torches. It would make them 2 for 6 silver instead. So maybe that would have been the smart thing to do, is do that ahead of time, right? So yeah, I didn't even realize that this one existed. For some reason, I looked at these and I had them in the wrong order. I had them in the back, so I thought only Flee Combat was tier 1. And when I pulled them up, I must have shuffled them or something weird one time and knocked them over or something. I don't know. Maybe I just grabbed them weird. But Trader, look at that. Yeah, that would be the obvious thing to have. Holy cow, because I would have bought that and I could have sold the 2 weapons for 4 more gold total, and then I could have purchased all these torches for only 6 gold. So I think our best bet is to just say that I'm an idiot and none of that happened, and that now we're going to buy that, and we're going to pay our 20 silver here. Did I say gold again? I did. My god, it's not that hard, man. 20 silver. So we're going to just do that from now on. We're going to say that we're not the smartest warrior. Okay? Oh, man. That's like a... Talk about like a newbie mistake. How have I never seen that card before? So that is definitely going to be something to remember to do every single time that you're playing, is take that trader thing right away. And maybe if you're a ranger or something, that flee combat one will be very handy later on. But man, do I want that giant strength stuff. I should really take a look at those. We could also hit the innkeeper for some rumors or something too. We haven't done that yet. You know what? That's kind of weird. I haven't. Maybe we should just take one for free and say I already had the trader thing. It only costs 2 silver for some rumors. That's, again, one more minor... Oh, what am I doing? Why is this hard? It's not hard. Okay, so let's do that. Let's take our 5 silver. We'll spend 2. We're just going to say that I'm dumb and we didn't know that. We went through the town in the wrong direction and I didn't see the quest, or the merchant there, or the mystic, until later on. Dang, that would have been a significant savings, but that's okay. So I just paid 2 silver for the rumors. The little counter is on there to see what the card says, because they will last a number of rounds. And again, we're going to have to keep track of our rounds for at least a little bit. Now, these are some minor things. That's why it only costs 2 silver. But they could be fun. Maybe they're mostly good. I don't know. Some detrimental. Let's see where we start. This one, look at, wait, did we take, oh, this is why I like to shuffle on camera. Isn't that our quest? 4 barrels, right. So the problem is I have to successfully loot said barrels. Okay, so let's take a look and see what our rumors said, right? Because this is all about trying to learn how to play, see how this all works. I haven't done this yet. I've never felt confident. There's a rumor that the chests in the silver mine are full of coins. When looting a chest, also roll a d6 for coins. Is that for any chest? When looting it, that's pretty fantastic. I know I didn't shuffle the stack, but I assure you, I shuffled it once when I first got the game, and I've never, ever done a rumor before. Okay, so we'll see if we can even remember this. That's cool, though. And so it has the same rules as a satchel of coins, right? So you'll get, there's a rumor that the chests in the silver mine are full of coins. So I don't know if that's up and above the one that's already in there. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just instead of. And then here I was looking at the rules just to make sure I wasn't doing something wrong with the torches. It explicitly calls out new halls, so you do seem to have free reign over the place when you're just running around. And I wanted to pull this up to here, right, just so you can see it here on the forums. You do just have free reign to loot the dungeon. Nothing happens on the dungeon turn. There's no mention of spending extra torches or anything like that, so I'm not crazy. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing something wrong. Now, what I do want to take a peek at really quickly here is just see if the rumors are all broken down, just to see, I mean, not that they're not clear, only one rumor will be revealed per dungeon exploration. Okay, I just wanted to double check and just see how that works. Okay, no worries. I think we're good. I think we're golden here. We're going to go here. We have to get some... We start with a barrel out here, so why not head on? That's cool, too. This isn't one I don't have to care about time on. So, you know, again, there it is, the symbolic white cube. I actually have 4 torches still somehow, so what do I need again? A 6. 6 or higher for this barrel hit. I can't even carry what I find, but I can drop all the loot. Oh my god, barely. I have a +4. That's I hate these barrels. So we have 1 out of 4 already though, which is great. And we cannot increase our torch, beyond 4. That's what we have, right? So all we got from that was an item, but that's okay because again, it's about getting to the other thing, which I thought I had right in front of me for some reason, and I don't, but it's right here. Pathfinder. Oh, you know, I can't see it because all my crap is on it. Right here, Pathfinder. Okay, tools. So there's tools in this room we can come get later. We will have to put these here somehow. And, all right, off we go. We've already got 1 accomplished on 1 card. Let's go this way. That'll do it for me. So we're going to spend a torch, and we're going to pull out, this card again. Well, shucks. You know, I guess there's no time like the present to try to loot a tomb. I've never successfully done it. So let's come in here. Let's use our tools to disarm the trap. I've never let a trap fire off on me either. Do I even have that written on here somewhere? I might not. No, that's enemies. Dungeon. There it is. Traps. Right? So you could just spring a trap and just see what happens, but all of those are gnarly, right? Like 1 through 4 are horrible, right? 5, not so bad because, you know, it's just me in here and there's not like there's enemies chasing me. And 6, you know, great, I evaded it. You know, in solo, it's not going to matter that much, but losing a life is going to be, you know, bad when you only have 8 hit points. Poison and disease would be the worst thing ever, so not going to happen. Torch would probably be the worst thing ever. So I'm gonna do this. We're gonna get rid of our tools. I mean, that's what they're for, right? This way, I don't have to deal with this awful roll. And we're going to go to the tomb. I just want you to see this one in case you haven't seen it up close. That's what the tomb looks like. And it's cool because the tomb, I believe, has 2 items, right? So, but you need an 8 or higher. So what we're going to do is we are going to, before we make that roll, blow one of our 3 torches we paid too much for, right? I mean, hey, inflation in this economy, what can I say, right? Everything's going to be super expensive. So it's going to bump us up to a +4. That's going to give me the best bet. You know what? I like the idea of the key not in the backpack and 2 torches in the backpack. So I need a D6 plus. I need an 8 or better. Holy cow! Come on. And I got a +4. Oh, I got a 4, 5, 6. No, that's too bad. That's too bad. Okay, at least you don't like lose anything for it. But it's always worth a try. So let's come on over a room. Why not? Let's see here. So torch goes down again. And again, we need barrels. We're looking for... You know what? Let's run over and grab our tools first, just so we have it with us. There's a barrel. Hey. Oh, but how come it seems like... And I promise you I shuffled these. Didn't I? Oh, whoops. There's that. And then we have 1 treasure chest. I have no tools now, but I do have a master key. Oh, you have a barrel, though. And we have a fire, which is good news. Okay, and then we have an enemy here, which is going to be a plague rat. So that's not so bad. The plague rat will have 1 silver piece with them. And the icon for that is the circle. Man, is it hot where anybody else is right now? What's today? September? I don't even know. It's September. July something. It is 98 degrees or 97 degrees today. It is hot. And a spider. Okay, well, all right. I don't have my stuff charged up. I have to remember to do that. So you only have 1 hit point. You only have 1 hit point. You have 1 silver on you as well. Okay, here we are, friends. Let's, oh, I gotta put your little thing out here. So if that was step 1, my movement is 5, so I could go 2, 3, 4, and try to loot this crate. And I'm gonna be at a +3, and I need a 6 or better. Oh my god! So that doesn't count. Yeah, that's awful. This is going to be terrible. I can tell you right now. I'm stunned a little bit here. Okay, so yeah, that's not great. Let's go ahead and do the dungeon turn now, since that's going to end my turn. So the dungeon turn is going to be the closest enemy moves first. That is the spider is going to have a movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The plague right also has a movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just can't quite get there to me. So that's okay. The spider is going to initiate combat with me. I have a +3, and he has a +0. A +0. So I need the dice to be with me this round too, not just last game. So let's see here, 2 and 3. So I wound up with a 5. They wound up with a 3. So thankfully we did not get poisoned. That is 1 silver in our pocket. And now that was the dungeon turn would be over. Now it's my turn again. This little guy's dead. I could just kind of avoid the rat and let it attack me, which is like not the end of the world, because what do I care? I may as well. I mean, you can move and attack and then carry on with your moves, and it won't matter. So rather than futz around, let's just get it over with. Oh, and I had 1 attack. Okay, let's attack the rat at a +0. 3 and 3, I clearly won that because they got a 3 and I got a 6, so that is a dead rat. Love killing all these rats. I'll take your silver rat. Put you on the discard pile. Hopefully you can, you don't need to see the discard pile, I guess. Okay, now I could, see I didn't get hurt, so there's no sense in using the short rest just yet, right? There is a treasure chest there. I could use a master key. We're here for barrels. I'm just going to hang off on that because there might be a barrel behind a locked door or something at some point. That's going to be more important to me then. Right now, I'm going to burn another torch. We're going to move this up to 4. I'm going to go up this way, and we found no barrel. No barrel, but we did find a crate and an enemy. We could be in here a long time. A goblin warrior with no torch. That's good news. Okay, so we will take this guy and put you here, and then theoretically that was my 1 step, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get to you and fight you already, buddy. And you have what? You have 2 hit points, huh? You think you're the man, huh? I don't know if it's easier. It's hard. So the problem is it's hard for me to roll with this up here. Like, I like the idea of being able to, have him big like this, but I might roll weird. Okay, so what did they get? They got a 5 and I got a 7, so that's 1 out. And there's no other goblin there, so they don't get their bonus. And clearly I whooped him that time. Okay, good deal. That is a dead guy. Oh, and they had a card. They had a card. You can see the loot is on the bottom, says they have a card. And this was a health potion. So we have 1 dead goblin. I'm going to set the goblin off to the side there. I need a barrel. All right, what is this? That is a crate. Let's go try to bust open a crate. I got to roll a 5. I'm at a what? I'm at a +4. Crates are no problem, right? D6 plus torch, result is 5 or higher. Gain an item from the top of the deck. We can do that. I'm at +4. I got a 6. Of course, not when I'm rolling against a barrel, though, right? Of course not. Of course not. In this crate, we found some tools. We like tools. We'll take the tools, but now our inventory is full. Okay, I gotta remember to do this too. Okay, so let's cruise on over here. 1 room. Do we do that? Yeah, let's go this way. 1 room, so that's -1 torch again. And we've got no barrel again. We do have a sack. Oh, that's right. And our little. You know what? I should mark these so I don't forget. Why the treasure chests are special this time? That they might have more money. Instead of just 1, you roll, and I think you get that amount, as opposed to 1 plus that amount. I think it's always 1. That's what I think. Oh, it says, when looting a chest, also roll 1d6 for coins. It doesn't say... That's tough, because if you remember, It says chest. Use a master key or tools to unlock it. Take 2 item cards, keep 1, place the other in the discard pile, then take 1 coin. When looting a chest, also roll 1d6 for coins. I think that means instead of taking 1 plus 1d6, I think it's roll 1d6 instead. That's what I think. Okay, where are we at here? So, let's go. Oh, enemies. What did we find? A goblin shaman, but no torch. We're going to get like hammered with all the torch bros at the same time is what's going to happen. It's going to get ugly. Good thing I have a healing potion. Oh, and I should have now 2 on my attack. I don't know why I always forget that. It's because it's not like in my combat zone is why. Okay, so, and this guy's at a +1. He has 2 hit points. All right, so if this was my 1 step in, 2, 3, 4, 5... I can loot the sack on my turn. Let's go ahead and loot the satchel. Ooh. And this guy does have a card, so let's make sure. Oh, and I can see what it is because I used the torch. He has a warhammer, which is +1. Looks like hit points. Okay. Oh, so I'm gonna roll for gold out of the sack. I've got a 5. That's good news, right? Because if we remember, sack is 5 or 6. Take 3 coins. We love the money, so I'm gonna put in 2. Take a 5. We're gonna pay attention to what we're buying in town next time. Okay, so now it's the dungeon's turn. This guy has a movement of 4. Can't quite get to me. That's okay. On my turn, I'll take a step down here and engage in combat. And again, he's at +1. I'm at +3. So essentially, I'm at +2 and he's at 0, which would put me at a 5 and him at a 3. But really, it's him at a 4 and me at a 6. But it's easier to just do it with smaller numbers. Doesn't sound as cool when you're fighting a boss, though, I guess. Round 2. Oh, see? Here we go. At least I remembered that time. I should put it out here. Oh, no. So he got a 6 and I got a 5. Ouch. Jerk. It's bound to happen, right? There we go. Just absolute slaughter on him there. Okay, and that was a successful attack. So I've got to get, I guess, 1 more to get up there. Okay, and then I have a warhammer that I cannot carry, but that's okay. We'll just keep it in the room. That is 1 dead shaman. So we're down 2 goblin warriors so far. I don't know how to best keep track of this at this point. Actually, maybe I do. Maybe that's a good idea. What we'll do is we will take treasure. I'll put a little red one because we're not going to have that. Let's put a little black one underneath this one. We'll say that is right there. And I'll take a little, we'll do this, and I'll remember that that is on that spot somehow. Okay. Now what? It's too bad. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. We'll burn a torch for a room. Oh, there's a barrel there, but I can't get to it. You know what? If I do it like this, I can. There we go. Now we're cooking. Okay, there's that. There's a trap. There's nothing in this room. And a treasure chest. Okay, well, I say we go back here. We gain 1 torch and 1 hit point, so we rested. Okay. Then we're going to come over here and sneak up on this barrel. Before we open the barrel, I'm going to blow my last... Oh, no. No, I'm just going to do the +3 roll. I need a 6 or better. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so that gives me a torch and an item and another one on my barrel. So there's silver coins. This is good stuff. That is 1 silver coin for me. Okay, we'll take that. We'll put these away. All right, we're halfway through our quest this time. This is so wild. Okay, let's come down here. We'll use a torch, so we're down to 3. There's a barrel there. What a jerk. So I'm going to risk it and turn this upside down like that. So we have a trap, a tomb, a barrel, and a crate. Well, we can hit the crate right now. So let's go hit the crate. The crate is going to be a 5 or better. We're at +3. Of course, on a crate, I can pull the roll off. So a crate is going to be, oh, a torch. Well, let's use the torch we have to bump us up to 4, and then burn a torch. That way we don't have to like pick it up and play that little game. Okay, there we go. We're going to come back over here. We're going to burn a torch and, oh, I'm sorry, this one, because I want to try to connect here. And It doesn't really matter which way I do it, does it? Either way, I have to hit the trap. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. So let's deck this place out. There's a sack of goods. There's a trap here. There's a bad guy right here that is a spider. Ooh, you know, it's a good thing I don't have Headhunter this time. Okay, and you get 1 silver, good friend. And then Path of the Iron here. Let's go ahead and I guess I'm right here, so I'm gonna run in and just do some combat. What is? I didn't even look at stats. This thing has 1 hit point, +1 for it would give it a 6, +3 for me would give me a 7. So that's 1 dead spider, 1 silver to me. I'm getting so lucky not getting poisoned here. Okay, let's go hit the sack. We'll just roll for the gold. Gold, silver. It's called the silver mine, my friend. 3, that's 2 silver. Okay. And now we can scoot on over here and roll for this barrel. Do we roll for the barrel at 3? Yeah. So we're at +3. I almost feel like I should just blow it, but I need more exploration. Of course! I failed another barrel. I failed a barrel roll? Dang it. Okay, well, let's go over here. We'll burn a torch, and we'll see what this is. There's no barrel here, but there is an enemy. Unbelievable. And a sack of money. The enemy is a goblin's... Uh-oh. See, now it's getting serious, right? Now we're in trouble. I can't believe I failed. Here, let's do this, because I have a funny feeling that I'm going to be going down this direction now. I haven't seen a gate yet. I shuffled them in, right? You don't have to complete your quest to win. Okay. There's this. Did I forget to move this? I can't remember. I think I probably did. You have a loot. I can see it. It's a map. Ooh, that's good. Okay. You have 2 hit points. Unfortunately, he has a torch, which means another enemy comes out. I just got very lucky. I expected it to be another guy with a torch. So he has a buddy right behind him. We'll put you up there, pal. Okay, and you also have a card of silver coins. Okay, we'll put you out here. You also have 2 hit points, but 0 torches. So, okay. Oh, but you both get a +1 bonus. So this is, oh, and this is why, right here, because that guy's going to have a +2 bonus now, right? So if that was my 1 step in, who would I want to kill first? The spearman guy, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can get to the spearman, who's at a +1 and has only 2 hit points. Okay. I still have my +3 because that's how we roll. 2 and 2, so I'm going to win that. He's going to be down 1, and now I have my special ability unlocked. I think I might want to just use it just to bring the shaman down to earth immediately, right? So we're just gonna pop that off. Boom, right? It doesn't say, do these get used or make a rapid attack that deals 1 damage? Is there some rule about when these can get used? Maybe they can't be used in combat or something, right? Special power. You can use the special power described in the path you have chosen, provided it is charged. So it's charged, right? So if we go to the play for it, when can that happen? Once charged, you can choose when to use the special power. That just says once it's charged, I can use it. I can unleash it whenever I want. Do any of these specifically talk about being in combat? This turn, you can move diagonally, shoot an arrow anywhere within a dungeon card, dealing 1 damage. Spend 3 torches, creates a shield that absorbs A damage. Cast a fireball up to 6 squares away. All of these sound out of combat. So that's something to note too. Maybe I've done that wrong. Maybe they're out of combat only. Your skin hardens like stone and absorbs 2 hits. Unleash an icy explosion that deals 1 damage to everyone around you. Wild teleport. You may shoot 2 arrows, each deal... Whoa, that's cool. So maybe I can't use this in combat. Maybe that is not an in-combat sort of a thing like I thought. What does the other one say? It's out of combat. Move up to 3 squares and deal. Oh, okay. So maybe I'm wrong on how that works. Maybe I cheated last game. Okay. So I guess I just have to fight this guy? All right, then. Let's do it, buddy. I'm still going to win, because if he has a 6 and I have a 7, I win. So we're going to get rid of that. This guy's still going to be at +1. I still have my Swift Strike. This guy's dead. I get a third dead goblin. I get a lost map that I can't pick up, but that's okay. We'll deal with that in just a minute. Now, it's still technically my turn. I moved 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces in, so I have one more movement. So I guess I could move in here. If I burn Path of the Iron now, Swift Strike, make a rapid attack that deals 1 damage. Pow! I mean, is that how that works now? So he's only at +1. Maybe I do a damage to him now? It doesn't really say, and the way this looks, like combat is a whole separate page, right? And does it say anything about using an ability? Oh, yes it does. Had I read the manual, I mean, I tried to. During combat, you can use items and special powers on your turn. Okay, well, good to know, but that I didn't anyway, and that's okay because I can use it now. So I'm going to blow it out of combat, I guess, and do that. Now, I don't think I can. I don't really understand how combat. Can I initiate combat a second time on my turn? I don't think so. Again, it doesn't really say. I don't see anywhere where it says like you can only move once on your turn, but everything else as many times as you want. I feel like maybe it's that way, but not, because attack is interact. Loot, unlock, disarm, trigger, attack. I'm not 100% on that rule for some reason. I don't know why it's so difficult. So we will just say that perhaps I can't initiate combat a second time on my turn, I guess, just for now. Again, it kind of doesn't matter in solo, so I'm not too worried about it right now. If I do play with a party, I'm definitely going to need to look that up to make sure that that is super clear how that works. But right now it doesn't matter because if he comes at me, it's not like he gets a bonus or anything. So he still is at +1 and I am at +3. So I got a 5 versus a 2, so that's going to take care of the shaman. Nice and easy. That's actually our 4th dead goblin. One more silver coin. Yay. Okay, not so bad. So even if that was the dungeon turn, it is back to my turn. This is a sack of gold here, so we're going to take silver. I'm just going to start calling it cash. All right, so that's 2. 2. We're making out like bandits. Okay. We're going to have to use our torch to bump this up 1. That is our last torch that we had that we brought in here. I'm going to burn the lost map now so that I can flip over here for free. Oh, and of course, it's a tomb with a lock on it. So we'll say there's the tomb, the lock. I have locks right there. I'm just going to put that on the card. I don't think there's any one card that has more than one lock on it. So just being on the card represents that all the doors are locked there. So that's okay. I don't need to go in there. We're here for barrels. I can go over here and come up here and come over one. That's going to cost us a torch this time, though. And see, now we're getting into... Oh, there's a barrel. Now we're getting into the trouble spots, though, because I need to keep my torches high to be able to even get into the barrels. So I'm just going to go straight to the barrel. I have a 2, so I have to roll a 4, 5, or 6. Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay, so that's +1 torch. That's a 3rd barrel and an item, right? Oh my God, right? 6 or higher, take an item and torch if space is available. I was hoping to draw a torch. Instead, we drew 2 silver coins, which is great and all. I can go buy torches, but not so much in here. Okay. Boy, does that room suck, huh? Wouldn't it have been nice if there was another barrel right there that I could just sneak in and grab? Okay, but we still... Oh, we have a gate this time. So the reason why I looked before at the stack was to figure out strategically... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter again. I'm not getting attacked. Where would I want to put a one of these? I wouldn't want one over here, I don't think. I want to spread them out. So up here's a good spot, and down here's a good spot. So let's go. Let's come up this way. We're gonna spend a torch, and we're gonna end up opening that right there. That's just a sack of money. So we're gonna go open the sack of silver, and we're gonna get a single silver out of it. Where is it? Oh, I've taken them all. So we're going to put 1 back, and we'll take a 2. But now we have 2, 4, 6, 8. Here's 10. You can't see how much money I'm hoarding over here because I'm stacking up the ones. And then I've got just the 3. Okay, so let's see. Let's go. Well, we can at least do these 2 to a 2. Oh, dear. Okay, I know I forgot this, I feel like, again. Okay. Well, let's come cruising back down here, though. See, this is what I don't like. We're down to 1 torch now to come down here. There is no barrel. See, this is awful. So there's a sack of money and a crate down here in this corner. There's a trap over in this corner, which is an odd place for a trap. There's a tomb over here, and an enemy that is a plague rat. How am I getting everything except for, like, the dudes? And we're about to be in real trouble, though. Okay. Plague rat has 1 silver. And if I came in here with 1, 2, 3, 4, I can attempt to break the crate. I need a 5 or better on a +1. So I failed on the crate. Then I guess I can take 1 more step, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can loot the sack of money. May as well get all this done while they come for me. 4, that's 2 silver I gain. There we go. We're in the money again. Look at that. There's a 5, 2 2s and a 1. So that's 10 more silver. There we go. Look, I got 20 now. We're going to do this. We'll keep it nice and easy to read. We was rolling. So what I want to get out of this is finish my quest so I can get the 5 silver so that I can buy the tier 2 book of the +2 strength, but I also need to have 5 more silver to heal up. We're going to have a really big problem here soon. Okay, so now it's going to be the dungeon turn. The plague rat here gets to move 4 spaces towards me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't make it. It goes back to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I engage the plague rat, who is at a +1 with 1 whole hit point. Let's not get poisoned. Yeah, I'm no match for a rat at this point, right? I got a 5, it got a 4. Okay, rat's dead. I get a silver. Plague rat's dead. We're running out of... How many guys are left in here? So the enemy deck is 4 left, and I've only killed 4 goblins, 2 spiders, and 2 rats, meaning I think these are all goblins now. Okay. Now, there's 0 chance of opening this. Oh, God. We're about to have a very large problem. You know what the bosses should drop torches. The bosses, because we're about to summon a boss. I am at a point in this game where I have no choice now except for to summon a boss because there's literally nothing else I can do. So what we can try, let's go over here and see, I spent my last torch. So I have 0 torches, which summons a boss. So we'll pull this room. There's no crate, of course. Here's what we're going to do, though. We're going to flip it upside down that way. Because there's a... So now our best friend, and there's a crate way over here. There's a trap in the middle of this place. Look how big this dungeon got. This is the biggest one I think I've ever created by far. So I can come all the way in here and I can get to this thing. Unfortunately, we summoned a boss, and there's only 4 boss cards, 2 of which I know are wargs. There's like a hill giant or something that's just a murderer, and then there's a goblin chief or something like that in here too. So let's make sure that we summon all the things. I don't know what any of these cards are. I shuffled them last time too. Okay. A warg. This is what's chasing us down now. And the warg, your little icon is the train track looking thing, is going to start, I don't know, I guess maybe right outside, and you get to move 7 spots on your turn. You have 2 cards and 2 silver as a reward. I guess that's how we get our torches, because there is a mess of torches in the thing. Now, I did use a torch to come in here, but I don't feel like it's a good idea to let me see what the reward is. Because he's way over here, right? I just don't feel that that's how that works at all. So that is a treasure chest. So I am going to use a master key. I'm going to get 2 items. I have to toss 1 and keep 1. I'm looking for like a torch. The problem is if I get a torch and then I go into another room and burn the torch, another boss spawns. Wait, maybe that's not a good idea then. I hear myself say the words. You know what? I'm not. I came into this room, this guy spawned, he is now my problem. I need to kill him and see what he drops before I start opening treasure chests, because I have free reign to open two. What is this? The treasure chest. I forgot to mark these things. Right? Because all of these, this is how I was supposed to. Look at how many treasure chests are in here, man. Oh my god. That's a tomb, that's a crate, that's a... This is how I was going to remind myself that I get extra loot on a treasure chest. Okay. Wow. Okay, so if I go one, I mean, I need to just rush this guy down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. If every turn I'm going to take now goes towards him, and every turn he takes now is going to come towards me, we meet in the arena. I mean, let's just speed this up here, right? Okay. So he has a 2 attack and, oh my god, 5 hit points. 5 hit points. And I definitely need to remember to use my little tool here, my Path of Iron. Okay, anything else I can use? Oh, I have tools over here too? We're going to go hit some treasure chests. Okay, maybe that was like the smartest move on this, is to wait until I ran out of torches. And then go collect me some treasure chests using my tools. Yeah, maybe so. Okay, in any case, what did I say he was? +2? If I stack them up, maybe I don't have to look every time. And I'm +3, so essentially I'm +1. That might be the simpler way to do this. Although, see, it makes the numbers not look as good, because if he's at 6, he got 7, 8, and I only got a 6, so I'm going to take a damage. It's just easier to do me at +1, him at +0. Okay, so that's one for me. That's a successful hit. It just makes the math simpler. Oh my gosh! Buddy, good thing I have a health potion, yeah? What do we got here? 5. Ooh. So we're tied then, right? We're tied. Right? If he's at +0 and I'm at +1, essentially, we're tied. Oh, good. So that'll be for me. That's another successful hit for me. Ooh. I'm going to need all the successful hits. I can't see. 5 and 2, so I've won that one handily. Fighting a warg in the dark. This doesn't seem like it's a good idea. Ooh. Right. And so I'm going to win that by 1. And see, look at, I grabbed a rat in here, or a spider, instead of a hit point. Okay. 3. And, ooh, look at that. Wow, okay, the dice wanted me to win that, right? Let's see if they're out of luck. Let's see here. Nope, I still, even if I shorted myself. Okay, so we're good. I gained 2 silver. That's a dead boss. I'm going to put you over there. And we got 2 silver coins. Oh, and that actually might have been the best outcome. Okay, so we're going to take 2 silver coins. Whoops, not 4. You cheater. 2 silver coins going into the discard pile. And then we have 2 master keys. So we didn't get a torch. But the good news is we don't spend torches running around. And we have the ability now to open 6 chests if I had to, right? So let's just start with the closest one. We'll go here and pop this chest. Okay, now I need to remember why I did this. I'm going to roll for the gold in it is what I'm going to do, or the silver in it. So this one's going to have 2 silver and draw 2, keep 1. This would have been the quest to have the... Wait a minute, isn't there one? The treasure chest one? Oh, it's an easy one, I think. No, there's loot 4 chests as a personal one. Okay. All right. So anyway, I'm looting 2 and keeping 1. So there's a map and a strength potion. Let's say we keep them. I can't really pick it up. So we're going to do the fun business of I'm going to drop whatever it is I'm carrying, pick up the map, use the map, and then pick up back whatever I want. And I can run over here and read the map and run back and pick up my thing. So we're going to use the map right here. Oh, there's a barrel right there. But that's why I wanted to do that. This guy is not going to be active, whatever he is. He's a goblin spearman. Okay. He's going to have a +1 because I just know, because he's got a 1 torch, he's going to have a friend with a 0. My god, we were lucky there. Okay, so you're going to have 3 hit points. This guy's going to have 2 hit points. Can we see this? No. Okay, and then we are going to do... Let's see, I need all the icons for these guys. So you're going to be on the thing. This guy is behind him. And so behind him is this guy, the Goblin Guard. Ooh, you got a guard standing by. But there's a barrel there. So the problem I'm going to have is that I need to bulk up on torches again and then like run over here somehow, because I'm never going to get to roll a 6 and nail this quest, right? Without the pluses from the torches. That's just never going to happen. Oops. I must have smacked my little guy here. Okay. Let's use our healing potion to heal 1. I guess that would have negated all that funny business from earlier. The trap is not in my way. I can navigate around it. Ooh, I forgot to mark the tomb. Okay. That's not a barrel? No, that's not a barrel. I need to mark the barrels so that I know where I'm going. We'll mark the barrel with the little red one underneath it so that at least I can see it. You might not be able to tell, but if I make it like that, no, you still can't see it very well. That's okay. Okay, now we're going to run off to find another treasure chest. We're going to run up here. We're going to hit this treasure chest. And we're going to take a roll for the gold that's in it, thanks to our rumor. That's going to give us 3 silver for that one. Did I say gold again? I did. My goodness. And we have a torch and a speed potion. So no question, we're taking the torch. We're just going to use it immediately. So we have a torch rating of 1 now. Okay. Oh, and that was 2 different master keys. I got to spend the keys. Duh. Okay. All right. Then we're going to run up to, let's say, what's that? Oh, I dropped the warhammer on the ground. So here's another chest. So we're going to loot this chest. We're going to roll for the monies. We got 2 silver this time, and draw 2, keep 1. A lost map and a rune of defense. So we're going to use the map. We're going to use the map to put it... See, I can't get to this one, so that's not fair. I could say that I used it here, so we can go... Oh, no! There is a barrel here, though, if I wrote... Oh, no! I've cut myself off. So there is a barrel there, but it's behind a trap. I had to use a master key for that, by the way. And there's a trap. There's a crate in here, and a tomb in here. So that's a possibility. Let's go ahead. We may as well say that we came down here, used our tools to disarm that trap, so we don't have to worry about it anymore, right? Because we're gonna need to be in this room, right? We're gonna need all the torches we can get, and right now we're rolling at +1. I can open 2 more chests between my tools and my master key. So we're gonna run back up here. Oh, this guy was probably dead a long time ago. And these guys are not active. I need some kind of a way to indicate that they're like on an island, because I never came in here. They don't know I'm here until I step into this place. So we're going to hit this chest here, and this one's going to cost me 1 master key, and then I'm going to get to roll for gold. I mean silver. I got 3 silver. I'm going to do that the whole day. 3 silver. 1, 2, 3, and 2 cards draw. I need another torch. Interesting. So here's what we're doing. So look what I found. That's +1 torch. So what does that mean? Does that mean that I actually gain a torch, or I just have like... I think that means I don't understand. Like, can I go to 5 now, or does that give me a torch? I think it just bumps it up 1 for the time being. So what we'll do is we'll switch out our flail, which I'm keeping, by the way. We'll go up 1 torch. Yeah, I think that's how that works. Okay, and then I'll go down 1 attack. So I'm only at +2 attack now. Okay, 7 hit points. We're all on a nice little row. I only need 1 more stinking barrel. And I have 1 more set of tools, so we may as well go up here and hit this last treasure chest. We found a ton of treasure chests. It was a good thing I had so many keys and stuff. Crazy. And we got 2 silver. Okay, and 2... And I really need a torch. And I found a torch, which I'm going to take and use right now, so we're at 3. So if we come back down here... Let's attempt to break open this barrel. Okay. And you don't use a torch when you enter a room that you already shown by the card, wherever it is. So I need a 5 or better. I'm at +3. So we broke open the barrel. I'm sorry, the crate. So the crate gives me just an item. Okay. which we needed to be a torch. So I know I keep saying that. Dang. It's a master key, which is fantastic, though, because hold on, are there any more treasure chests I can get to before I do this? No, there is not. No, there is not. You know what we can do, though, is we can make a runaround for some, what is this? Oh, I must have knocked that. Okay. So up here is a Warhammer I can take. That's a trap I never did. A trap I never did. Meaning, so I can't get to any of this. There's nothing I haven't gotten to that I want. No looting here. So really, my best shot at this is to try to loot this thing. Now, I know they're so hard, right? A d6 plus my torch. 8 or higher, take 2 items. So my torch is now 3, so I need to roll a 5 or better. I need to roll a 5 or a 6. I failed. Nothing in that tomb. But if I come up here and I unlock this door with a master key, I have another shot at a tomb. 5 or 6 is what I need. Oh my god! I was hoping to just get, lucky and draw some more cards. Okay, so we have an unlocked door here. We did. Oh, there's a tomb right here. There's a tomb right by me. I got another shot at it. Oh, come on! I've never ever successfully looted a tomb. Okay, what does this leave? That's a trap I can bypass. I could go into this room and come down here, but I don't want to because it would cost me a torch. Literally my best shot at this. I've gamed this as much as I can. I can't get here. So now the game basically rests on this. I have a torch rating of 3. I'm going after a barrel. I need a 6. So now I have to roll a 3 or higher, and it's game over. Oh. Okay, so we successfully looted the barrel. That is our 4th barrel. I can't believe that just happened. Our 4th barrel, and we got ourselves a torch for that. See, I think I can go to 1 more torch now is what this means, right? Like that's I think like this gives me a +1, not just the stat, but like if I could get more torches here, that's actually kind of awesome. And then what was it, a barrel? So a barrel's a torch and just 1 item. Which is a torch. Okay, let's just hang on to that guy. We're just going to hang on to that guy. Then we're going to run all the way up to this corner of the dungeon over here. We're going to pick up 3. Yeah, I can pick up 1 more thing. We're going to pick up the Warhammer. Hopefully all of that was legit. I don't even need to go pay the $5 to the innkeeper next time because we're sitting pretty at 4 torches, and I can go to 5 now is what I believe how that works. So this is gone. Right, because it's just like this. Like, it's my number is 1 higher, meaning I can hold more. These are the only things that can modify those stats. So I think that's good. Okay, so then we leave. And we never got to wake these idiots up, although we could. I don't want to risk it because I don't want to lose my torches for my next run. We are out of here. Now, I have so much money now. This is insane. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10... Okay, and remember, I screwed up. And then we have what? Let's see, 2, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 5 more silver. All right, now we're sitting pretty. We have 37. Isn't that what I had before? Now that we're back at town, we can't. So see, yeah, I can't sell this half-assed used master key. Is that what you're telling me? Don't be an idiot. Okay, so I'm gonna switch back to this Morning Star. And I am going to probably, God, it saved my butt, though. I'm going to switch back to the Mighty Flail, which is going to put me back at my +3 attack. That's what I want. I'm going to sell both of these, right? So selling a weapon now is 8. So now it's 10 apiece, right? So that's 20 more silver. So that's nice, right? So there's... Write that down. I'm not going to worry about my 1 hit point. There's a good chance I will find a way to heal at some other point. Boy, that was a good-sized dungeon. What's that? That was 16 cards total. Easily the biggest one I've been in yet. Okay, and that's cool. That's cool because the quests are getting harder, right? Oh, quest. That's what I'm here for. Where's my quest card? Right here. Sir, I did the medium quest you sent me on to go find crap in barrels. That was literally the quest I was sent on. So a medium quest reward is 5 coins and an item, it says. So I'm going to take 5 coins. So there's another tenner for me. This is how you win, by the way, victory points with your silver at the end of the game, with your playing with friends and whatnot. And an item, and the item is a health potion, which I may as well just use now. I can just pretend I use it my first turn in the dungeon, whatever. Now I'm maxed out. That just makes it easier for me to remember. I don't see why not. That seems within the bounds of the reality of this world. Okay, so cool. Now we are level 3, a Pathfinder, though, right? Now what that allows me to do is take this card I keep forgetting about that I think is just the coolest thing in the world and switch it to the Pathfinder side if I would like to. Or I could wander back over to the tree, this guy, do some meditation, and instead switch out my ability to Path of the Shield. So each class seems to have 2. So the tree, you go down, you meditate underneath the tree and figure out what it is that you want to do. I could switch to Path of the Shield, right? That's barrel roll and heal, and that is stone form. Your skin hardens like stone, absorbing the next 2 hits. However, if we look at the, what am I now? I already forgot what I just said. I'm a Pathfinder. The Pathfinder side here, I now have Shield Charge, which is my favorite. Well, Shield Bash is like my favorite thing in video games when you're like the warrior guy. This is as close as I think I've got here, right? I guess I could pretend that is Shield. It says Swift Strike. That should be Shield Bash as far as I'm concerned. But this lets me travel as well, right? It says move up to 3 squares. So up to is including 0, and so I could, I guess, use that in combat as well and just smack a fool anyway. So to me, the Path of Iron, the Pathfinder side, is the way to go. So we're going to reset that to 0. I'm going to forget all about having the coolest ability in the entire game. My little guy, well, this is Ripgar here, back in action. But now I'm rich, see? And I'm wondering now if what I need to be doing is this one really is not helping me as much as I thought, because I have yet to be running away from enemies. That just hasn't really been my problem. I'm a warrior. I'm going to stand and fight. And so I need to really consider that perhaps that's not the right thing. I think that what we're going to do is we're going to go hit up the merchant, and I can buy a rune for all of 10 silver. So if I can find a greater rune, and they're actually pretty easy to find, of attack. See, great rune of attack. I probably even saw one and tossed it at some point. But I think for 10 silver, I'm gonna sell that for 10 silver. I'm gonna equip this, which means my speed is gonna be 4. My attack is now plus 4. 1, 2, 3. You start at plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Okay. Now I can sell this rune of speed for 8. I mean, wow, really? I can sell a rune for 6 plus 2 because of my amazing ability? Sell is plus 2, so I can sell a rune for 8. So if I just give 2 back, that seems exploitative there. These sell numbers are craziness. Okay, so we're going to sell that back. Now I'm a warrior. Master key, so I feel like I should buy some torches, especially now that they only cost 2 silver, now that we know that, right? So I can buy for -2, right? So I can buy, let's go, oh, I'm going to just dig through the discards. I know I've got a bunch of torches down here on the bottom. And I don't see any reason why not to just do this and take as many torches as I possibly can into the place, right? So I can carry, oh, only 2 more items. That's okay. I can spend 4 whole silver. This is a 10. So I'm going to take 6 back. So now I'm torched out, right? So there we go. This is the way to go. My master key, maybe, I mean, I've still got a use on it. It's still good. And then, what do I have here? Wow, I have money. I have 56 gold still? That seems ridiculous. Let's take a look at the Mystic and see what the Mystic has. So now we're book shopping, right? So Flee Combat's great. This giant strength for 25 silver is a big contender. Favored enemy is cool too. I can get just a permanent +1 against some idiot, I think. For the loot, sounds like it lets me roll. In fact, I don't know what they all do just based on their little picture here. Roll a die. They must be on here somewhere because I've seen them before. The Quest Master. God, I know I've seen them. Or I'm looking for books. Oh, here, favored enemy. So right, buy and get 2 discount per item. Favored enemy in cooperative and competitive. See, it doesn't say solo, but that's okay. Whatever. Choose a goblin type and take the corresponding token. You get a +1 bonus combat rolls against that type of goblin. That's going to be good. That's how we're going to get even stronger to fight on the upper levels here. For the loot, you receive a free reroll when failing to roll for loot. Oh, buddy. That's a tier 3. That's 30 silver. I've got 56. Ooh, what else do we have? Tier 4 books. Let's see. What is opportunity? While you're the one to engage in combat, you have an attack opportunity. You roll a d6. If greater or equal to 3, you inflict 1 damage. Otherwise, it's a miss. Continue combat as normal. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay. Can I even take that one? What was that called? Oh, I can't. Opportunity is not something for a warrior, right? So up in the corner there, that's for the ranger only. Oh, that's super good, though. So Giant Strength might be a good one to pick. What else here? Second Wind. Whenever you roll a Wondering combat roll or loot roll, you can re-roll once more. But that would cost me 35. 35 would leave me 21. That would not leave me enough to get both. That is a shame. I could probably sell some tools for 6 gold to almost get there. All right, what I really need to do is buy this Tome of Giant Strength just right off the gate. Okay, because it's cheap and it's super handy for me, right? Look at that. So that's going to cost me what? It's a tier 2. That costs me 25 silver. So there we go. Let's get rid of this. Wow, I feel like I'm doing too good. Doing too well here, right? So that's going to give me essentially another power, which is supposed to stay down here in your stash, but I'll never remember I have it unless, I put it like with me. So if I put it with me and I do it right, I have, I guess, 3 uses in the dungeon. Giant Strength. You have 3 charges of 2 combat rolls to use in your turn. After you exit the dungeon, the 3 charges are restored. See, that's really good in certain situations, right? Oh, I just realized you can see my shirt through it. Sorry. Okay, well, what do we got left? We have 30 left. Well, we could buy another ability. We could buy a tier 3 book. For the loot seems good, right? Let me pull these back up so we're on the same page. For the loot, a free reroll and failing to roll for the loot. That's good too. Opportunity. Yeah, I can't have another Giant Strength. I can't have opportunity, and second one is tier 4. So maybe, let's see here. Favored enemy doesn't seem so bad either. I kind of like that. But man, if we're re-rolling on loot, that seems kind of great. Let's get for the loot. It's a tier 3. That costs me 30, so that brings me down to 1 silver. I think it's worth it. Now the key is that I have to remember I have a free reroll on loot. So I'm going to buy for the loot. Okay, that one, we'll just tuck that down here. So what luck I have, this keeps sliding around and I don't like it. I'm going to switch that little orange one out for an orange die and put it on a 3 so that I remember I'm level 3. Okay, I'm a Pathfinder. Okay, so, wow, look at us. We're kicking butt. Not every run goes like this, though. That's the crazy thing, is half the time I get slaughtered. But that's good news. Let's grab a quest before we head back in. Oh, and that rumor mill thing was amazing, by the way. I don't know how this works. I don't think the idea is that... Oh, maybe they are one per... Maybe they are one per thing. So maybe I'll just throw this into a discard pile and show... Oh, I don't have enough money! It seems to me that you could just shuffle these every single time, though. Like, I don't see why that wouldn't be the same rumor. I mean, although you have a 1 in 6 chance of the same rumor, that's not so bad, though. That doesn't seem so bad. I mean, heck, it's a whole D6 system here, right? So that doesn't seem so bad. Let's shuffle all those back in. I'm cool with that. And then we will grab our quests. So let's grab a quest. There's no specific rule that I'm violating on the innkeeper, right? Rumors only affect the character who paid. Use a cube to track turns. Let's see. It's revealed per dungeon, only one rumor per dungeon exploration. So it sounds like you do shuffle them all up. Okay, let's take a look at our medium quest. We have Alchemists, which is collect all 3 potions. We have collect all 3 runes. Oh, dear God. Oh, look at that. Discover 3 campfires. That's the last of the mediums, I think. Yeah, there's 4 hard ones in here. 2 easy ones on the bottom. Oh, dear. Okay, so wait a minute. That's what we have to choose from. How many campfires did we find? 1? That seems like it would be very difficult then. And we only found 2 gates, 1 gate in the deck that whole time. I'm actually kind of curious now. Oh, did I find one and forget? Oh, there it is. I just didn't see it. Okay, so we were coming up on another gate. I've been pretty lucky at keeping them fairly well spaced out, just through sheer dumb luck of shuffling. So I think we were very smart last game to do what we did with the treasure chests. I can't believe I'm short a single gold piece. And I could sell my tools and get a new rumor, but that's okay. All of these seem a lot harder than the barrel. The barrels seemed difficult, and it kind of was. I had to like strategize around it. So I guess I think now the fireplace one seems like it would be the hardest one, right? Like if we look at the loot distribution here, I'm just curious. What did we find that run? I'm just curious how it works. What did we find? Strength, healing, speed, defense. Oh, and speed. So we found, and another health, another strength. This was probably just bad shuffling. Oh, wow. So maybe we take Alchemist. If we're trying to be successful, and I'm trying to game the system here, maybe we do that. If we look, I think there is a breakdown in the manual somewhere. I thought there was. Let's take a look. So if there's 12 potions, and 12 runes. 12 runes and 12 potions. Okay. So my problem is that I feel like I'm more likely to burn a potion if I get it than I would a rune that I don't care about now that I have the runes I care about. The difference is that we know that I have 2 equipped runes, meaning there's only 10 in this fat item deck I have to go through here. Therefore, I have made the game easier for myself by having the runes that I want, making combat not exactly trivial, but certainly making it easier. Now, torches were going to be the big problem here, and I don't know. So I think maybe we go with the Alchemist quest, right? That way, the odds are even more in our favor, right? Like as much as I'm likely to use a potion, if I'm in a dire enough situation to where I have to use a healing potion to keep alive, or a strength potion to do on a quest, or to not die on a quest, then I'm in dire situation anyway, because I'm fighting a boss and I need all the help I can get. But remember, I just got the knowledge of giant strength too, so that's kind of like 3 potions right there, the ones that I'm most likely to use. Therefore, I feel like mathematically my best bet is going to be to look for potions because I won't have to use them. I also have the most hit points as a warrior of any class. Therefore, again, I feel like I'm likely to not use them, right? So, okay. So how does... Yeah, I think that's how that works. Okay. At least I assume that's how that might... Not the flail, but the mace works, unless I messed up. Because the mace, if it gave me the +1, it was like a temporary... The shining light of the mace, I guess, right? Gave me the +1 on the torch that time I needed it. And then I rolled a 6 anyway. So, okay. I think we got the rules for this pretty well down. Anyway, once I stopped caring and saw this more, again, thanks to those of you in the comments who pointed out I'm dumb and I can't sell this key, and everybody was very nice about me about it. I'm just making fun now. Could it be I'm not as funny as I think I am? Nah. And that if it plays more like you're thinking more like I'm flipping over cards and I'm just working through, like if these were more like, what's that one other game I've got that I really enjoy it, and it's just the same idea, the one where you have all the dudes and you're rolling and you're getting successes, and the guys are in the shadows. Halls of Heroes of New Terranoth. Oh my god, Heroes of Terranoth. I had to find it on my shelf. And Warhammer Quest. That's just a series of cards that you have to deal with. If I'm looking at that a little bit more like this, except for it's cool that I have a dungeon to run around in, and each card has multiple things to address on it, and there's no limit to how many cards can be out there. Yeah, okay, I'm okay. I've got no issues now. So now my problem is I've got to clean all this up and think about what we're gonna do to get to level 4, which would be Adventurer, right? Now remember, the point is to try to get to Hero with as much silver as possible. That's how you could very easily do like a solo playthrough. And I think that going forward, that's the way I think I'm gonna like to do it, is like roguelike, right? Like if I go in, I don't die and continue with what I have. No, I die and it's game over, and I try to get to hero status without dying, but I can't leave a dungeon without completing the quest. Maybe I kind of think that might be like the appropriate level of difficulty for solo that I'm looking for in this. But anyway, thanks so much. This has been an absolute blast, and I hope a lot of fun to watch as well, because this went way different than the first video, I feel like, which was just kind of like creeping around. This had lots of combat, lots of different things were found, some strategizing. Fabulous. This is Into the Dark Dungeon. So thanks for watching, and remember, games are made for everyone's recreation. I'll see you next time.